Christ's priesthood. Addressing Jewish people considering a return to Judaism, the author immediately establishes that Jesus Christ is the believer's high priest. Seeing then that we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus the Son of God, let us hold fast our confession. V. 1:14. The concept of a priesthood did not originate with the nation of Israel. During the patriarchal period, the head of each household functioned as a mediating priest on behalf of his family members, offering sacrifices to God on their behalf. Genesis 12:7, 8, 13, 18, 22 or 9, Job 1:5. At Mount Sinai, God informed Israel that if the nation obeyed him, it would become a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Exodus 19:6. The Israelites would have direct access to him, along with the responsibility to demonstrate his holiness to the world. But the Israelites sinned against God and broke the covenant he had made with them at Mount Sinai, forfeiting the privilege of becoming a kingdom of priests. Clue number 1. Melchizedek and Jesus Christ are both exalted kings. The name Melchizedek is translated literally as King of Righteousness, a fact that is brought out in Hebrews 7, verses 1 through 2. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High God, who met Abraham, returning from the slaughter of the kings, and blessed him, to whom also Abraham gave a tenth part of all. First being translated King of Righteousness. The rest of verse 2 also explains that the meaning of the title King of Salem, found in Genesis 14, verse 18, means King of Peace. Jesus also has the title of King. Jesus, who was born to be king, is called the Prince of Peace, the branch of righteousness, executing judgment and righteousness in the earth. His coming reign in Jerusalem gives the city the name the Lord our righteousness, and he's also called the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So clue number 1 was Melchizedek and Christ are both exalted kings. Clue number 2 is Melchizedek and Jesus share a special connection to Jerusalem. Melchizedek was called King of Salem or King of Peace, as we just saw. But Salem was also a city. Salem was actually an ancient name for Jerusalem and is even sometimes called by that name in the Bible. In Psalm 76, verse 2, we read in Salem also as his tabernacle and his dwelling place in Zion. And just like the word Salem is translated as peace, the word Jerusalem means city of peace. So Melchizedek, king of Salem, has a direct connection to Jerusalem. Jesus Christ will rule from the same place. He will reign as King of Kings and Lord of Lords from Jerusalem. Jerusalem is called the city of the great king in Matthew 5, verse 35. Of course, speaking of Jesus Christ, when Jesus came to Jerusalem, that is, he possesses eternal life, but made like the Son of God, remains a priest continually. Then the next verse says, "Now consider how great this man was, to whom even the patriarch Abraham gave a tenth of the spoils." In ancient Israel, the children of Israel were to pay their tithes to the tribe of Levi, all of whom came from Abraham. But verse 6 explains that Melchizedek, who did not come from the Levites, received tithes from Abraham, so that even Levi paid tithes through Abraham, so to speak, for he was still in the loins of his father when Melchizedek met him. In other words, this Melchizedek was the priest to whom even the patriarch Abraham, and thereby all the children of Israel, paid tithes to. It was a priesthood that was different from and superior to the priesthood of Aaron and the Levites established during the time of ancient Israel. Now going back to verse 3, it says, "He was made like the Son of God, that is Jesus Christ, and that he remains a priest continually." And verse 17 quotes from Psalm 110, verse 4, saying that Jesus Christ is a priest forever, according to the order of Melchizedek. And in chapter 6, verse 20, Jesus is called the high priest forever, according to the order of Melchizedek. Other passages also point to Jesus Christ as high priest. One of those passages is in Hebrews 4, verse 14. It says, "Seeing then that we have a high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God." So we've seen both Melchizedek and Jesus Christ have the same royal titles. King of Peace and King of Righteousness are profoundly associated with the same location, Jerusalem, and hold the same office of high priest in the same order. Examining these three clues lead to only one conclusion. Melchizedek is Jesus Christ. In other words, he was the one that became Jesus Christ. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel so you can watch more videos that will help you understand your world through the pages of the Bible. Thanks for watching.